Kansas City. We've been looking at the bike plan for the last several weeks, although I'm not on the, it has not come before Planning and Zoning Committee yet. There are a lot of things in it that we know are going to need to be implemented, but I think there are some things that we have to make sure that are put in place that we can live with long term. One of the issues that has been brought to our attention are the bike lanes on the Armour, and how that's going to, if we're going to replicate that or not. And we have to really understand, you know, how that's going to affect other areas of the city. So look forward to further discussion about bike walk and modes of transportation within the city limits.
Good evening. My name is Dwayne Williams. I'm the president and CEO of 12th Street Heritage Development Corporation. I'm interested in not only bringing fresh ideas, but learning more about the bike and walkability. I know in my neighborhood, off the 53rd Blue Ridge area, there's not bike available, and it's not walking area for people to walk or drive bikes in. And one of the things that I'm looking at is that I'm driving down the street the other day, and 3 people on a bike right in the middle of the street because there's no place for them to ride their bikes there. But how dangerous is that? And so I want to be on your city council. So these are things that we can look at. Hopefully we can come up with some type of solution to fix those. Bikeability is very important. The walkability is very important too for the health aspects. So I'm looking at being in that city council so we can work on these things, and you can make me more aware of the things that we need in Kansas City as far as walking availability and bike availability in Kansas City and any type of mass transit. Thank you so much.
Testing. Good evening, everyone. My name is Raina Parkshaw, and I'm a candidate for 5th in District for City Council. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here, and thank you all for making this a priority out in this weather tonight. I have been born and raised here in Kansas City, and I live in the 5th District with my husband Michael, and we've been raising our 3 children for the last 18 years in the 5th District. And I'm running because as a healthcare executive, former Vice President at Truman Medical Centers, I saw far too many times where people had to make tough decisions and didn't have the access to health care that they need. When I learned that your zip code can dictate your life expectancy, I was appalled, because there are some zip codes in the 5th District and the 3rd that people live up to 14 years less. And of course, not having access to a healthy lifestyle with access to streets, sidewalks, bike trails, all of those things, in addition to not being able to have access to different modes of transportation. I look forward to your questions this evening. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Andrea Vu. I'm a candidate for 6th District at large. I am a mother, a wife, a former small business owner, and an attorney. And I'm running because I have a daughter who just finished her sophomore year of college, and I want to make sure that Kansas City is and remains a great place to live, work, and raise a family. A few years ago, my son and a few of his classmates got together and worked on a project, and one of those projects is they wanted to make sure that there were more bike lanes in Kansas City so that they could ride their bikes. So they went and talked to Kevin McManus, the current council member, and then they started seeing bike lanes. And they thought that they had done something, or Councilmember McManus had done something. And you know, this is something that we need to work on, and I look forward to working to make Kansas City a more walkable, a more bike-friendly place. And again, not just for my family, but for all of Kansas City, and that's why I'm running.
Good evening. I'm Stacy Johnson-Cosby, candidate for the 6th District at-large seat, and I'm running because I want to build on the work that I've already started and that I've been doing in the community. I'm a former president of my neighborhood association, currently vice chair of a coalition of neighborhoods 30 plus, and I built an organization called the South Kansas City Alliance from the ground up, where our interests were neighborhoods and businesses and supporting positive and productive economic development. I'm also the the appointee for the current council person for the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund, NTDF, where we bring resources from City Hall back into our neighborhoods. And I'm also the vice chair of PIAC, the Public Improvement Advisory Committee, where again, we bring resources back into our neighborhoods that have to do with sidewalks and walking trails and streets as well. And what I'd like to make a note of is that those bodies actually replicate what the council is like. And I've worked in leadership capacities in both of those, so I have a history of getting along, working with my peers on getting things done and bringing resources back into our community. And I'd like to continue doing that on the council.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, candidate.